This becomes a really strange way to walk down a street.
Yeah, because you're backwards.
Yeah.
You fool. Look at him, he's a crazy man. He's a damn fool.
What if you could just like...
agree to be on camera.
You agree to be on camera?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer.
I just like, yeah, Sarah's cool.
Is that thing's not even on, bro?
No, it definitely is.
What? You can't film me if there's no blinking red light.
Yeah.
It's true.
Zach, tell us a story.
This is my personal space. Rule
I'm
number one,
invading it.
get out my personal
There's
space.
no social justice
Rule number
warriors here.
2, get out my personal space. Rule number 3, personal space. Alright, this is vaping with Zach. Okay, I'm going to tell you about this IPV-D2 Mini .302.
Jack's a salesman, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sell me that
Sales
vape.
in Boston?
Alright, watch it drop on the ground. It's not going to
Ignore my
break.
fucking question, that's fine.
Alright, how do we edit this to make it look like I actually just dropped? Because I'm not gonna. No, you gotta come in closer. Come in closer.
No, you got you gotta get the whole scene. Oh,
No,
okay.
you don't get the whole scene because this is the magic of film. Cut. Action. Alright, this is the IPV-D2 Mini, and it's a very durable, it's a durable machine. It's crazy, and I could just drop it from high spaces. See, it landed on the ground. You take a look at it now.
And so we're gonna cut. We'll cut to.
Get out of here, homeless man.
Wow, it just landed
Look at it
straight
now.
up.
Yeah, well, it's a man. It's got balancing weights in it, so it always lands. It's like a cat. It's like a
I'm
cat.
always
Always
amazed
lands
what they
on
can
its-
make in Japan.
I'm always amazed what they can, what they're vaping these days.
Is there dope in that?
Dope,
What they
weed,
can vape
ganja,
Some
grass.
ganja?
See right there?
Sticky icky.
Look really definitely.
They would never assume someone to be so bold to be like, on our front yard, this
No.
dude is trying to like
Smoke dope.
just boldly
dude-
be out here, just laughing at us. Like, we're not that relaxed here in Massachusetts, and some asshole cop comes up to you and is like, decides that tonight's his night to
Tonight's
just, like,
the night.
prove his
We're gonna
point about
We're gonna
marijuana.
bust
It's
that
like,
kid next
It's
door.
federally illegal.
Go get your guns, boys.
I'm gonna bust him. Like,
Pull out the dope, and they
Yeah.
just like shove a piece of dope in here.
Yeah.
They're like, definitely smoking dope.
He's just like surrounded by a whole bunch of buds on the floor, and he's
Yeah.
like, "We caught him
He
red-handed."
gets caught in his own lie of just like there's nothing there, so he starts framing you, and you've become the patsy for his entire like he's just like he doesn't want to blow his career, so he just throws you under the
But then
bus.
we go to court though, and you have this all on video. Is the great thing. If
We
this
should
actually
turn this
happens,
into a pilot for a movie.
What? And we'll call it making a doper. Making a dirty doper.
This is like the perfect
Netflix.
This is like the perfect stoner comedy of just like
I got pulled over and I was driving, and the cops asked me, they're like, "Where are you coming from?" And I was like, Canada. Or is it like, I said, Canada. And like right there he stopped me. He was like, "Okay, well, listen, instead of saying you're coming from Canada, you said, I'm coming from Canada." So, you know, it's a typical sign that someone's high when they can't really remember exactly what they're doing. So the fact that you said before really kind of cued me off. So we're gonna get the dogs in here and we're gonna have them search your whole car for marijuana because you guys are all, yeah, they're like, "You're obviously high right now because you have like memory problems." And I was just like, they probably said it a little more eloquently than memory problems, but like
you have memory problems.
And I was just like,
Are you high,
I was
sir?
like, "Are you guys kidding me?" And they were like, "Nope." And I was like, "What if we just refuse to let you search our car?" And they're like, "Well, what we're gonna do is impound your car until we get a warrant to search it. So you guys are gonna be stuck here. Your car's gonna be impounded. You'll have to pay for all this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, well you can search it," because we didn't have anything in the car. And they ended up finding a little roach like shoved into the back seat because yeah. But like, there's nothing they can do. It's Vermont. It's a little roach. Like I was like, "Okay, you see that we weren't like fucking with you. This is obviously an old roach. We didn't know it was here or anything." And they just wrote us like a fucking huge ticket for speeding. We weren't speeding. They pulled us over just because we were coming down like a back road from Canada into the States. Yeah,
It's
cool.
crazy that they wrote a ticket for speeding of just like you're
On
getting
top of
fined,
that.
and we're not going to talk about why, and you're
Yeah.
not going to fucking make a fuss
They
about
didn't
it.
say they pulled us over
know?
for speeding. They said they pulled us over as like just kind of a road check or something. Yeah, and then on top of it, they did an illegal search. They threatened us, and then they ended up writing us a ticket probably because of the roach that was in the car, which I couldn't even explain. Like, I was with this kid. It was just me and one other dude. I was with him for the past 3 days. We didn't smoke dope once.
Dope.
It's great. I was just still going because we said dope a long time ago. Dope is the best way to describe weed.
That reminds me kind of similar to my my 21st birthday.
Lemon story.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like driving back from Boston, we went out to Boston for my 21st birthday, and on the way home, it took us probably until like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. at night to drive back to Western Mass because we were just super hungover. And on our way back, I don't even know what highway we were on, but basically, I think it was Route 2. We ended up getting pulled over because someone in the front seat threw a cigarette butt out the window. He goes, "What do you guys got? What do you guys got back there?" He's like, "Oh, I see there's there's a 30 rack. There was a 24 pack of Heineken between the two of us in the back seat." He goes, "You guys got some road sodas back there?" And we were like, "Yes, sir. We do. We have some beers." He's like, 21st birthday. So we told him the whole story, and he was just like, "You're telling me that this guy back here, he turned 21 and you guys aren't drinking some road sodas?" We were like, "No, sir, absolutely not." And we hadn't been. We really hadn't been. We were hungover.
And he was stop you there, but you're telling the story like kind of that it was like a funny encounter, but I remember it being like he was an asshole.
Yeah, so this is where it takes off. After he questioned us about the road sodas, if it wasn't weird enough for him to not approach the driver when he pulled us over, and he started interrogating Dennis about throwing a cigarette out the window, he started then interrogating us about the road sodas. Then he's like, "What do you have in the bag in front of you?" And I was like, "Oh, it's some Indian food." And he looks at it and he goes, "Let me see it." And I was like, "Okay." So I hand him the bag, and he's like, "Let me look." I was like, "Okay." So he takes the bag out of my hand, he opens it up, and he goes,
Tikka masala, huh?
He goes, "Oh, trash?" And I go, No, that's my leftover Indian food." He goes, "Yeah, it's trash." And I was like, No. And I go, "It's Indian food." He goes, "Chinese, huh?" And I'm not even exaggerating. Hands it back to me, goes, "Take your trash." And then that's when he really started to be like, he's like, "Why are you guys acting so nervous?" He was like, now on me, just being, I was like, "Sir, like, I haven't done anything." I was like, "I'm just hungover in the back seat. I got beer next to me. Yes, it's an unopened case." I was like, "My friend threw a cigarette out the window. If you want to give him a ticket for that, fine." But I was like, "We didn't do anything." He's like, "You guys seem afraid." And again, he's like, "There's 4 of you or 1 of me." What are we gonna do?
It's like, you have a gun and we don't.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're just gonna get out on the side of the road and just take you down, drive off.
We have to stand up out of a car, and all you have to do is bam.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight
One
up.
of me, 4 of you,
Straight up.
and only 7 of my bullets.
So,
only have 7 bullets.
Yeah, I can only miss 4 times. Sorry.
so after like probably 15 or so minutes of interrogation, he just looks at us and he goes, "Okay, you guys got drugs in the car?" We're like, "No, not at all, sir." He's like, "You have drugs in the car?" We're like, "No, we really don't." And he goes, "All right." And there was like probably 10 seconds of silence, and he just looks at us all, and he like sticks his head in. He's like, he goes, "I'll be honest with you. It's a drug trafficking route." He goes, "And you've got an old car." he's like, "What's this, like a 92 Camry?" He's like,
Insults your car?
insults the car, insults the Indian food, calls it trash, then calls it Chinese, accuses us of all of being drunk on road sodas, then accuses us all of wanting to attack him
Multiple times.
multiple times, and then he says, "I'll be honest, I'm just checking to see if you guys have drugs and if you're trafficking drugs. Can I check your trunk?" We said no. He goes, "Okay, on your way." Okay.
One more story.
See, my one
Put it into perspective.
honest with the law story was I was telling him I went to school in Canada, and there was one time in my second year I was driving back from Boston, and I probably, just me in the car, have like trunks full, and literally my back seat is 6 cases of Sam Adams. And I get to the border, and the crossing guard looks at me and he goes, "Do you have anything to declare?" I said, "No." And he goes, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, I go to Queen's University." And he looks in the back and goes, "Sir, do you know you're only supposed to be taking in maximum 2 cases of beer into this country?" And I said, "Yes." And he looks back again. He goes, "You aware you currently have 6 cases of beer on you currently?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He goes, "Are you declaring them?" I guess, "Yeah, I guess so."
Now I am.
And he goes,
I declare.
and he was like,
What?
"What?" And he kind of breaks character, and he's like, "What? Why are you doing this?" "Sir, I'm from Boston. I just really wanted some beer, and quite frankly, it's a lot cheaper." And he goes, "Is that for your own personal consumption?" I go, "Yes, it is." And he looks back. He goes, "Okay." Just like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah,
Both
okay."
ways.
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Yeah, me too. Fuck.
Alright. Nice to meet you. What was it?
Brian.
Brian.
Chipper.
I will
Yep,
say this
Zach.
has been
Nice to see you.
a
Yeah,
strange
absolutely.
experience.
Yeah, that was fun.